Hey friends, happy Monday. Happy beginning of your work week. And welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. So once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably viewing from a different platform. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to help out my channel, or you think others should see tonight's project, please feel free to share this video wherever you're allowed to share. Tag your crafty friends, invite them to watch along with you. And if you also wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button or hit that heart button. Not only does that help my channel get seen by new people, it also helps you by telling the algorithm that you like this kind of content. Therefore, I would greatly appreciate it because it helps me and it also helps you. And with that, while I'm getting my lotion out, let's go to our comments. Benita says, hello, friend. Hello back. And Jason says, hello from the other side of the door. Just get my lotion on. Kind of gives my hand something to do instead of playing with whatever's on my table. How was everyone's weekend? Did everyone have a great weekend? We took our son and his girlfriend to the Kansas Speedway. It's about our 5th time going, and it was her first NASCAR race, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So tell me what you did this weekend, and then let's go ahead and get the camera switched over, and I can show you some of my Disney stuff that I got right before I left, and we'll work on a project. So let's flip it. And I probably need to maybe zoom out a little bit without showing you too much behind the curtain. I have a mess back there. I have a mess on each side of me. So, okie doke. Just before we begin, I do want to let you know about the Club Couture kit for the week or for the month. It is this framed monogram font. So you get the 26 letters of the alphabet. You get this plain striped design, and then you get this striped design with the kind of the frame. And then you also get a white can cooler. And then you get 2 ink singles, one in Candy Apple and one in Cadet. And so this one is the one that we made. Benita says, I'm not sure she wasn't sure. She thought I would be on because we might be recouping from the race. We've been recouping all day. We've taken a few naps. We went grocery shopping because we normally grocery shop on Saturday or Sunday, and we weren't here yesterday. So, but I wanted to show, I need to keep in a routine. I wanted to see you all, and I wanted to show off the Disney stuff. So here we are. But it was a fantabulous weekend, and it looks a little blurry, but maybe it's just my fuzzy brain, or it could be my dirty glasses. Could be all of the above. So let's do a little bit of an unboxing. I know Benita has probably seen the Disney, but some replay viewers maybe haven't. And then if I have any viewers from my personal page. So I'm just going to go through real quick. These are the size A's. This one is, Disney, love my dog. It says, I love my dog and like 3 people. So that's Pluto. So there's that one. Size A's are 4.5 by 6.5. So then we have Minnie. And then we have the mouse. And you'll see through the transfers, it's not just one Mickey that is portrayed. You know, Mickey has been through a few redesigns, so you're going to see kind of the evolution of Mickey throughout some of the designs. He doesn't always, he isn't in the same style. So that's, if you're a true Disney fan, you're going to love all of the different iterations of Mickey that we have. And this is also not the only collection. This is just the beginning. Couture this one is called Mickey and Friends, and so it's the staple gang, but there's going to be several more launches of the Disney line. This one is called Portraits. So this one is a B size. It is an 8.5. So it has Mickey, and you can see just how, well, Mickey's his smile's different in that one. But then there's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. So this one is a good bang for your buck if you don't have a particularly favorite character, or you want more of the characters. This one is a good transfer for that, because you get 6. And then we have Keep Smiling. It confuses people. So here Mickey's face is a little bit more round than in this one. Granted, one's a side profile and one's a front-on profile, and then this one is, we've got ears pattern. So it's mainly polka dot, but you'll see there's a little Minnie Mouse head and a Mickey Mouse head stuck in the polka dots. And then we have Mickey and Minnie in a size B. They're a size A design, but they are a size B, or they're a size A design on a B size transfer. So again, another bang for your buck if you like both Minnie and Mickey. And these have more of the hand-drawn look. So if you look really closely, you'll see it looks like they've been hand sketched, which is really cool. And then these are size Fs, and they are 9 by 9. So this one is the Mickey Mouse Club, and he looks super cute on a t-shirt, and you'll notice there's the Walt Disney signature. And I will also point out, all of these transfers have the at Disney trademark, and this will paste or ink onto your design. This slug line or the branding strip will not, but this little at Disney will come off on your design. If you don't want it, then you just need to put a little bit of placement tape over it. But I think it adds to the design, and it also shows the legitimacy and the trademark of these transfers. Benita says keep smiling is probably one of her favorites with this. Yeah, it is super cute. It's super, super cute. So that was Mickey Mouse Club. Says he sings, he talks, he sings, he dances. That one's fun. I just love the Walt Disney signature too. This one is called Minnie Mouse. Super sweet. This one again is an F-size transfer. And then here's Mickey Mouse. And then this is a size G, so it's a 6x18. And this one is only available in the collector's bundle, which, let me check really quick. I believe it is sold, but it is returning soon. And so far, it is sold out. There is one sold out, but this one is only available if you buy the collector's bundle. You cannot buy this one on its own, and it's called Roll Call. So you see there's Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Minnie, Pluto, and Mickey. Super fun. And then this D-size transfer is an 18x18. It is also currently sold out, but it is coming back. It is on reorder already. This one is called Clubhouse Pattern. So super cute little hand-drawn characters, and it is a repeating pattern. So if you look at Daisy and Minnie up here and you're like, why is only half of their body up represented? It's because their upper body is down here. So you paste it and then you match it up. Same way with, here's Pluto's hind end, and here's Pluto's front end. Here's Mickey, and here's his left one, his other hand and his foot. And then that's Goofy's other hand. So just keep that in mind. Super cute. And then we have a few heat transfers. So these are sublimation transfers. So this one is called Cheers for the Ears. You can see half of it right there. I'll just flip it over. You can kind of see the other half. So these are heat sublimation transfers. So ideally you need a high polyester count textile. But you can do it on wood and other things like that. There are some hacks for doing it on wood, but there are two in that package. This one is called Power Couple, and I'll just show you from this side so you can see them all. And you might think the colors look a little weird, but once you sublimate them, the ink changes color slightly. I believe, let's double check. I think that may end up red. Let's double check. So let's go see if we can see some of the artwork that Couture has done. To double check. Oh, nope, it does. So she stays pink. So they have put these on some sublimation tumblers, which are so stinking cute. So she does have a pink dress, and then he has red shorts. And then this one is Mickey and Friends. So it has all of the different characters, including Chippendale is in Goofy's hands. Super fun. And then each of these, again, is a 2-pack. So you can make all sorts of fun merchandise that you can wear to the parks or wear around. I think I'm going to do this one tonight. Last week, if you watched the live or the replay, and I talked about those half-size mini composition books, these would be super cute on the front of those mini composition books. So same way with that one. So be looking for on my Facebook page, because I think I'm going to be scheduling some classes with some of the Disney products. I think we're going to do this one tonight, because I think we're just going to do some clipboards. He's almost, he's just wide enough. I happen to have this one already painted, but he needs a little bit of work. So I think that's what we're going to do tonight. If you want to stick around, I got to get this one. I'm just going to undo this one. Okay. Got the packaging off. And I think we're going to do, I may try to sponge paint it again. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get this sticker off. I'm going to get my heat tool out. We're going to heat this sticker off. I also want to let you know really quick that there is a paste bundle. You can get, I forget what they call it. Let's see what they call it. It's called the Happy Hues Paste Bundle, and it is, I believe, like 30% off. You get the 5 colors. So you get Black Velvet, Candy Apple, Bumblebee, Dune, and White for 30% off. So be mindful of that if you don't have any of the Disney paste colors, that those are, or if you need more Disney paste colors, those are available. My Bumblebee is dried up, but I could use it to watercolor, so we may use it that way. But I did pull out the Peanuts yellow. It's a little brighter than Bumblebee. The camera doesn't really do the difference justice, but this one's kind of a lemony yellow, and this one's more of a I don't know, a yellow. Okay, let's get this off. I'm just going to heat this sticker up a little bit. I'm going to use my little plastic scraper. So I'm going to sand both of these a little bit. I do need to try to get some of my sticker residue off of the other one. Sorry if you have earbuds in. Let me go ahead and sand the edges a little bit. Figure out. Try to get more of this. Obviously didn't do a very good job of getting that one off. Use a clean one. I'm making it worse. I'll have to put another coat of this on anyway. I'm just trying to get some of that off. I don't know, does anybody still use clipboards? I just like making them. I think they're cute. Oops. Let's do this instead. Okay, got that one cleaned off. And then let's give this one a little bit of a roughen up so we can kind of even that out a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready. Now I just have to decide if I'm going to leave them white. I think I might. I was going to sponge paint. Well, I still might sponge paint them. But I think I'm going to use paint. Okay, let's put that away. I'll be right. I got to get some paint. Oh. Okay, I think I might do mineral. It's kind of gray, it's kind of beige. I know this one's already white, but I think I've got to do something a little darker to cover all that up. Oh, that one's looking a little gnarly. So this is Mineral by Waverly. I think that'll work. I'm going to pop a little tad bit of water in there. I'm going to give it a good shake. Okay. I'm using one of my favorite makeup brushes, these Wet n Wild makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree. You can get them at Walmart. They're just a little bit more expensive, but they get the job done. They spread the paint really smooth. So if you know someone in your life who is a mother, doesn't necessarily have to be your mother, but you know she loves Disney, you could make her the best Mother's Day gift with these transfers. It's kind of a bummer that we can't sell finished merchandise with them, but they'll make the best gifts. Or you can host little craft nights with your Disney friends. Just buy a bunch of transfers, get the Happy Hues bundle. Those little half composition book journals would be super fun. If you're going to go on a Disney trip, you could make a little autograph book so you can get the characters' autographs. And then I'll let you, there also may be a launch on Wednesday. I need to look at, yeah. Oops. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a launch on possibly Wednesday. I'll find out more about it tomorrow and I'll let you know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's more Disney. I don't know. I also wanted to remind you that we had the Devil Wears Prada collection launch on Friday. That was kind of a sneaky one. I wasn't expecting that one. I didn't see it until it actually had launched. So if you're a big Devil Wears Prada movie fan, which I loved the first one, I can't wait to see the sequel. I didn't get much. There's one transfer I got. Yeah. I got the one about the coffee. It's super cute and it's kind of snarky. It's a quote from Miranda about her coffee. Miranda is Glenn Close's character. Okay. Let's dry that and see what happens. You know what would be cute, which I hadn't thought of? You could, if you only were going to use these little clipboards for Post-it notes, we're going to do this on the back side. So one will be Minnie, one will be Mickey. You've never seen the movie. It's so cute. It has Anne Hathaway and Glenn Close and Emma Emily, is it Emily Blunt, and I forgot the guy. I forgot his. Oh, Stanley Tucci. And I think that's his name. It's super cute. It's really cute. So you could either use the portraits, like if you do the Mickey and Minnie on the front, you could do like Minnie's portrait on the front. If you only did a Post-it notes, like your Post-it note thing is only going to go about here. Or you could use, which I think we might do, we might use the Minnie from here and we'll put her on the front. So let's get these dry. You should watch it. It's super cute. Benita just put it on her movie to watch list. Ooh, that's hot, dummy. Still have a piece of plastic on there. Benny just asked him what Dane's girlfriend thought of the race in person. I think she liked it. She said she liked it. It was really cold on Saturday. The wind, it was only it was barely 60 degrees, but there was a strong wind and it was out of the north and it was cold. And then the race wasn't until the evening. So, I mean, we were all bundled up and it was still cold. I don't think my hands ever got warm. And I was in 2 blankets. I had my rain poncho underneath my blankets and a long hoodie. And so I don't think it was, she was really cold, but so were all of us. But I think she had fun. We, part of our tickets included being able to go down into the infield where they do the race introductions, and they could go back into the fan walk area. So, and they got to sign their name on the start finish line. And so the fact that she got to do that on her first ever NASCAR experience was pretty cool, I think. We stayed up in the stands. I don't do heat very well, and it wasn't hot, but that sun just, it's a concrete jungle. So I've had heat exhaustion once about 6 years ago, and I don't do heat very well anymore. So we stayed up in the stands under an umbrella and stayed fairly cool. And then we were under the grandstand, so at about 12:30, the sun went behind the grandstand, and we were in the shade for the rest of the day, so that was really nice. So yeah, I think she liked it. Got to know her a little bit better, and then so yeah, it was fun. Got to spoil both of them a little bit. Okay. And a little more. Get this one painted up again. Shoot some more water in there. We had to, when we got to Kansas City about the same time that the storm did Friday night, and it was like a torrential downpour, but Jason did a good job navigating through the rain. And we both took the day off today, so that was kind of nice, being able to recuperate. Since we were under the grandstand, we were literally almost at the top of the seats, at the very tip top, so there was a lot of stairs, but it's definitely also a very good workout. Okay, I should have had those pre-painted, but you know how it works. Benita said Sherry had the same thing happen to her, and she can no longer do heat either. Has to be so careful in the summer because her three kids play softball and baseball. Yeah, you just don't tolerate it after you've experienced that. Last year when we went in May to the race. Luckily they did move it up a month this year, but I had to sit half of the race under the grandstand in the shade because we were out in the direct sun, and you're sitting on concrete and metal bleachers, and the sun's just bearing down on you at 1 p.m. And we'd been there the whole day before, the day before, and yeah. Yeah, I got heat exhaustion in 2020. It was the week that we had 2 big major announcements at work. The first one was the Schwann's expansion, and the powers that be decided to schedule it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in August on the front concrete entryway to Tony's Pizza Event Center. So the sun's beating down on us. We're on concrete. I don't know how the men with suits were doing it, because I was in like a sundress, and granted I had stood out there a lot longer to get my camera set up, and my stomach started to get upset, and just could feel the sweat running down my back. As soon as it was over, I grabbed my tripod and I went to the shade, and I couldn't see straight, and yeah, so they got me inside and had to call the EMS, and thought I was gonna vomit, and yeah, it was bad. It was not fun. I was real nauseated. So the heat is no joke. I love this mineral color. It's kind of Waverly's version of grayish. In some lights, it looks kind of like a darky taupey beige, and in some other lights, it looks more gray. It's a really great neutral. I think I put a little too thick on that one. Okay. So now I'm just going to sand lightly again. I'm going to try not to take too much off. So I'm going to take this off camera over here and just give it a light sanding. Just to get some of the lumpy bumpies off. And then we're going to have to wax probably. Let's get that out. Put these two big ones away. I didn't use them. Here's my tack cloth. Use my tacky cloth. Hopefully my sticker doesn't bleed through. I did that messy, the Linus one. No, the pig pen one. The sticker on that one, the adhesive kept coming up through my paint. And then I chalked a design over it to try to camouflage it, and you can still kind of see it, but it would also be kind of cute to do the polka dots before we lay down a Mickey or Minnie, but it might also be super busy too. You could do, another idea would be to do your Mickey or Minnie on one side, and then on this side you could use like just a solid black or even white. You could even paint both sides, and then you could do the polka dots on this side. Okay, so we're going to wax. So because I've painted these clipboards, I want to protect not only my painted surface, but I also want to protect my transfer. I don't want it to stick. You can use the Couture surface wax, but this is my preference, and I've had this thing for forever, and I'll probably have it forever. So you just use one of the wax applicators, or just a rag, a cut up t-shirt, a cut up sock, just whatever you use for rags. I've even used these. Where they're at. Had a package. There's all those sponges I cut up that I couldn't find the other day. I've even got these microfiber face pads at Dollar Tree, and used those for wax applicators. You just want to put a light coat down. I don't know if you can see there's the sheen from the wax. So then I'm going to flip mine over and use the microfiber side and just kind of buff that wax in, just to make it super smooth. There you go. On the front of the Mickey, I could paint it red and then paint two black buttons toward the bottom. That would be cute, like his pants. That would be cute. Okay, so let's do this one. Do the same thing. Okay, put that away. This away. So I have some paint brushes out here and some Sharpie markers. So after we paste these, we can either leave them black and make them just look drawn on, or you can watercolor them in. Let's just kind of decide what we want to do after we see what's going on. So I've got my two clipboards, I've got my fuzz cloth. So these are the reusable silk screen transfers. And because they're reusable, I need to put on the back side, I'm going to put Mickey and Minnie. That way, yeah, that works. When I'm done cleaning it, it's dry, it's ready to be put away. I know that the transfer goes on this side and that this side is the back. And then I'm going to cut these apart to make them easier. So I'm just going to score the two pieces apart. You don't have to, you can leave them together. These would even be cute on another idea. I'm just kind of sitting here thinking, if you could do, get him out. You could put this on the front of a t-shirt, and then you could put either Mickey or Minnie or both on the sleeve of the t-shirt or long sleeve shirt. I think that would be super cute. These would look great on like a trucker hat. So let's do Mickey. So we're going to fuzz him because we're using him on a wood surface. I don't want the teal sticky portion of the transfer to peel up my paint. So I'm just going to do what we call fuzzing. And I'm just putting it on this terry cloth towel to pick up some lint, which is going to knock back some of that adhesive so it won't be as sticky. I'm going to kind of use this portion of the transfer to line it up with my clipboard. Oops, gotta scooch him over a little bit. Make sure I get both of his hands on. And we're gonna burnish him down. And I'm gonna do the same thing for Minnie. Go ahead and put them both on, and then we can paste them both at the same time. We're gonna fuzz her a little bit. She's got a little bit of excess transfer down at the bottom. I think I'll just keep them both the same way. I need to trade out, get my black going, my black velvet. So I just have my small squeegee here. And I'm just going to dip my squeegee in to the paste. And then I need to be a little bit mindful of this gap that I have created, but we're just going to take the black paste on the squeegee and cover up that silk screen area. Then we're going to get out all of our squeegee lines. Because we want our design to be smooth. And then we're going to peel and reveal. Ta-da! So cute. I don't know, I kind of like it just like that. It may not watercolor at all. We'll just kind of have to see. And we'll do mini. I'm going to grab a little bit more. Going to even out our squeegee lines. Jason says, wow. Anita says, super cool. I love the sketched look. Again, we're going to peel and reveal. Looks like it came off of the desk of Walt Disney after he drew them. You can even see, you know, like when artists draw circles to make faces, like you can see the circle across her eyes. You can see the makings of one for her body. I don't know, I kind of like him just like that. I think I might leave them. Well, I'm going to let them dry. I'm going to take this over to my sink and spray these down so that they'll be easier to wash later. Right back. What do y'all think? Should I leave them? Benita says leave them. Yeah, I think I like just the regular sketches. They're super cute. So let's get them dried. And then on my way back, I pulled out some fabric so we can um, embellish the front side. I need to see if I have any more 4x6 post-it notes. Jason says it's perfect the way it is. I agree with both of you. Okay. I'm going to, I think I'm going to do some sanding just around the edges with my little nail file here. So there, I don't know if you can tell on camera, I sanded Minnie, but I didn't sand Mickey, but we'll go ahead and give Mickey some distressing. Okay, there's Mickey. Then I'm going to put a towel down so I don't scratch him up. I need to do a little sanding on Minnie's front side. Got a little wild with my white paint. Anita says she can't wait to see all those transfers. I know now the theme to one of my guest room is going to be. That'll be fun. You need to follow Creating. It's Brenda Durant. She's like kind of the grandmother of all of the designers. She's like the original, the OG. Her page, if you don't already follow her, it's called Creating B, the letter B's, Beautiful Life. So Creating B's Beautiful Life, and it's just the letter B apostrophe S. She got to use the transfers before anybody else did. She made some beautiful bathroom hand towels. She made a cute little soap and lotion dispenser. These don't, not for sure I want to use. I mean, these would be super cute, but they just don't match the same style. So I don't know. Look, at, and these probably aren't the same style. These are close. They're also big. So I think it would be cute if we had the Disney font so you could write the word notes. Let me go see if I have some 4x6 post-it notes in my stash. Let's see. Probably don't. Oh, no. Still looking. I've forgotten about you. Nope. I think I'm out. Nope. Oh, where's there? There's some stuff. Found him. I know I don't have very many left, but these are some cute little graph paper. That's why it would be cute to have something down here. So I might be able to, I wonder if a legal pad would fit in here now that I've done all that digging. I'm Shaq. I'm Baby. Will it fit? Yep. I like that better. Okay. So, and you can cover this. So like if you had some, even if you went and got red construction paper or black construction paper, but if you had some like black and white polka dot or red and white polka dot, or even if you had fabric scraps, you could cover this little, which we might be able to do that, but so let's put those. Okay, so I have pulled out some fabric. So I have black and white polka dot. I have a gray and white polka dot, which since I already have that polka dot, I think I might do, yeah, we'll do this. I'll have a black and white stripe. Singing Rack, Shack, and Benny from the Veggie Tales. Then I have some red bandana. And I have that, which I'm kind of breaking the rules by using this, but I'm going to use it anyway. I mean, you have to. I'm not going to use a whole lot of it, just a tiny little smidge. I'm just going to cut a little slit in this one like that, and then I'm just going to tear it. That's all we're going to use of that one. I'm going to put it away. Whoops, that one did not tear evenly. That one is one of the Disney licensed fat quarters from, I got it at Walmart. I'm going to tear it again because it didn't tear evenly, but this way it'll give me some smaller scraps to work with. So it'll just be hints of Disney. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut little strips. Those scissors are terrible for fabric. So I like to get my bandanas from Hobby Lobby, and I like bandanas because there's not a front side or a back side. I mean, there technically is, but like with fabric or even with some ribbons, your back side doesn't always match the front side. Like that versus that, or even the gray. Whereas a bandana, that's printed on both sides typically. I don't like that. Plus they're cheap. It's at 99 cents for, God bless you, for basically I think like a 22 by 22. So it's a little larger than a fat quarter, I think. And there's a plethora of colors. And then if I don't use bandanas, then I'll use fat quarters, or I'm a frequent shopper of the remnant section at Hobby Lobby. Like almost every time I go in there, I check the remnants. I'm going to cut those into thirds just because it's a little long. Okey-doke. Probably is not the correct way to tear it, but I don't want to unroll it all. So we'll just do it that way. This one must have been, I think this was a remnant, but it's almost a whole yard. Okay, so then let's cut the selvage off. Which actually, I might borrow a part of it. I can use it for my tie. Maybe that one might be a little short. Okay, so let's tear this one. Ooh. Got lots of strings. Probably because I tore it the wrong way. Okay, doke. So I'm just going to, I don't even think that's going to work. Let's get out some thin twine. So you can either put it up here on the little ring, or you can tie it kind of on this part of the clipboard, which I prefer because then I can glue it. I have more surface area to glue it down. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see a little better. Okay. So then I just tie this. So I'm going to tie it tight as I can. Got my finger holding it down. Same way with this one. Okay, so then we're just going to take our fabrics. I'm going to kind of hide this. And the reason I say that I'm illegally using this is, as a designer, if I take a photo of this and I post it on my business page, I can't technically use any other Disney licensed product out that is not Couture licensed. It just goes against the licensing agreement, but as a customer you can do whatever you want, but I just won't show the bow on one of them. So I'm just going to kind of layer these up just randomly. I'm kind of high. We'll just kind of bury it. Nobody will know, hopefully. So just randomly placing these. Again, no rhyme or reason. Let's do that, and then we'll do this. That way I've got some red going this way, and I've got some black and white going both ways. Probably have to give some of these black and white ones a wee bit of a trim, but kind of long. Oops. Just going to throw in that little white one. Okay. So then we're just going to tie. We're going to use our twine pieces and tie a bow or tie a knot. And just kind of fluff. Yeah, some of those pieces are a little long. I should have used shorter pieces, but you can give it a trim. Oops. You can kind of spread them apart, just kind of get them floofed out. And then I'll come back in with a little spot of hot glue to keep that from flopping around like that. So I'm just kind of messing, probably messing a bit too much. I'd end up without any bow here pretty soon if I don't quit trimming. Okay, I think that's enough trimming. There's that one. We'll get this one all bundled up. So I find my ties. And I think I've hid that fabric enough that you can't really even see it. It's just a hint. Just kind of shake it and definitely need to turn these up. Just to make it a little more scaled to the size of the clipboard. And I try to make the top ribbons a little shorter, just so it kind of gives a little bit of volume to the bow, because they're going to stand up a little higher. I think that one's been fussed with enough as I keep chopping. Kind of pull all this apart, separate it a bit. Again, place a little dollop of hot glue back there so it's not so floppy. Bonita says she loves the messy bow. And then Jason says, love these. Your clipboards are always cute. And then I think I am going to cover that, but I'll have to dig out some of my scrapbook paper. So what you do is you just cut about a 5-inch piece, 5 inches wide by 1. So that's, round that over to 1. Roughly 1, 2. So it'd be 5 by 1 3/4. You could use, and Miss Benita brought up something that I said earlier. You could use the fabric with the black polka dots, which I think I put those away. I can't reach it. Yeah, you could also use fabric. I think in this case I just used paper, just because paper's a little cheaper. I don't think but yeah, if you could either use a piece of paper or a piece of fabric that's 5 inches wide by 1 3/4 inches tall, and then you're just going to add your adhesive. If you're going to use fabric, I would use fabric tack, or you could use like art glitter glue or even Barely Arts glue. You could also use the Aleene's tacky glue, but I would use that sparingly. So you're going to add your adhesive here, up here on the top spine and then back here. And then you're just going to place your paper or your fabric and get it smoothed out, and then gently wrap it around the top side and then the back side, and then let it dry, and then just pop it into your clipboard. So now you have a cute little custom Disney clipboard. Perfect for grocery list, to-do list. I don't know what else. There's lots of how would you use a mini clipboard if you had a Disney mini clipboard? You could use it as a picture frame. So like for your kiddos or grandkiddos pictures. I don't have anything like that, but you could just pop in a picture and it would be a cute little picture frame that you could hang on the wall. I don't know what else. You could paint the front side with chalkboard paint and use it with a piece of chalk. You could use some magnetic paint and make it into like a little magnet board. You could just put a cute little piece of laminated notebook paper and then use dry erase markers on the laminated notebook paper. All sorts of cute little fun ideas. Oh, just dumped all that onto the floor. So yeah, super cute little fun activity. I just love clipboards. These would make, if you knew your teacher, your kids' or grandkids' teacher loves Disney, you could make her a cute little clipboard for end of school year. Oh, I am way zoomed in. You don't need to be seeing me that close. Okay, here is Mickey, and here is Minnie. And then we put a cute little messy bow on the front of each one of them. And then I put a junior legal pad in there. You could even include a matching pen. Or my friend Ashley that makes the glittered pens, I know she just made a cute little Mickey Mouse glittered pen that would be super cute with these. I may have to get one and add it to the clipboards. That would be super fun. That would be a cute gift for anybody that in your life that loves Disney. Okay, I am going to hop off. I don't have the specific cart link in the description of the video, but I do have the shoppable link to look at all of the Disney Mickey and Friends collection. I think it's the first link under the helpful link section in the description of the video. So make sure you check that out. And I'm most likely going to be live again on Wednesday. I don't see any reason not to be. If you have a specific project you would like to see or a specific transfer you'd like me to use, drop that in the comments and I will try to accommodate that. But if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. Again, I'll see you on Wednesday. And I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching.